there is no cookie cutter magic wand for everyone, right? Every nonprofit is different. And something that we've noticed is you just like you need to meet your donors where they are, you need to meet the nonprofit. Where are they? There's a lot of organizations that we work with that have never even used technology. So they're taking maybe a baby step and maybe just doing an online auction or an online type of campaign. Then there are those that are just a step above that and are like, oh, we always have a gathering. We're going to do a virtual gala. We're going to figure this out. We're going to jump in.
I think to your point, Diana, nonprofits will have another tool in the toolkit as a way to engage donors. So we really view it as growing the pie. Yes. And not necessarily replacing things like in-person events forever.
It's something that we need to try to do. Let's not fight it, but we don't have to rush. Let's wait and let's see.
You have to leverage your network to help you grow. The same way you would, to Yolanda's point, you would bring people to that annual gala. You're going to now ask those same people to bring people to the virtual event. And it's harder. We hear all about Zoom fatigue all the time. And so it isn't the same and we're not together. But when no one can be together, it's sort of the best that we have in this moment. And so I do think it's still an opportunity to connect.
Always look for examples. Always. You know, now it's a little bit different, right? Because it's not an in-person event. So before you would go by word of mouth, you would look at pictures and videos to see maybe what they've produced in the past. Now you can go right online and look and see how things went and really come up with ideas and be creative based upon that. It's not a cookie cutter situation. Different things work for different organizations. I have been so thrilled to see the creativity behind it. You know, I'm on the board of an art museum. The whole theme was about African Americans and swimming culture. You know, that's a very loaded thing. And so it's Derek Adams, but they sent beach towels to all of the sponsors and lots of fun things that were personalized, and everybody had such fun with it. We got such amazing feedback afterwards. You know, so just personalizing it, making it yours, going on the scale that works for you. The other thing I warn people about is don't have a really long virtual event. It can be 40 minutes long. People will appreciate how concise it is, and make it work for you. I've seen some wonderful things.
It's been very, very interesting for us to see just where everyone has pivoted to. They haven't all pivoted to the same place. I just saw a great website that just got launched today with Make-A-Wish, and they did they're doing a virtual gala and they're doing a pajama party. So when you buy their ticket, it includes 2 sets of pajamas and like some kind of snack basket, and they're really promoting the community and the family spirit.
The variety, the creativity. You think as a network of 75 nonprofit organizations in New York City, all of which serve young people, and the amount of online bedtime stories and things like that people have been doing have just been really inspiring to all of us in terms of the creativity and innovation that they're bringing to online events. We're actually taking our gala and we are turning it into an annual campaign and asking donors, were you just coming for the rubber chicken? And they're all saying, no, we're coming to fund your mission. And so we're seeing an incredible return of traditional sponsors of the event, because it has been about the mission and not about the event and the flowers or the pajamas. As cute and creative as all of these ideas are, the real crux of it is that people want to be supporting the work of the organization.
And this particular nonprofit had a 1,200 person gala. They couldn't do it. They completely pivoted in a different way. They needed to fundraise, but more than that, they wanted to get awareness out about their mission. And so they really kind of launched more of an awareness type of campaign that the byproduct of it was they did get some donations, but they wanted people to kind of keep the name of the organization, their mission, top of mind.
Organizations do have to recognize when to say no, and that's always really hard when you're facing a fundraising decision. And so just that frame, I think, is a really important one for people to take away from this conversation, that you don't have to be doing everything. If you don't have the bandwidth for doing virtual events and you're going to focus on your foundation fundraising, that's okay if that's where you get most of your money anyway.